All right. Well, hello. There we are. Welcome everybody as I am here in my shop in Allen, Texas. Just looking at the comments, trying to get myself squared away. Hopefully you can hear and see me okay. I think you can. If you got any problems, let me know in the chat. And I'm streaming to Facebook and YouTube, as well as to StreamYard on air, which is sort of a separate platform all itself. So we've got David Perez from watching on YouTube. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining. Sunny Portland, finally, I guess. Nick, thanks for joining from San Antonio, again on YouTube. And here's Lowell on the StreamYard on air thing. Good afternoon. Another hot day in South Texas, another hot day in North Texas too, Lowell. So thanks for being here. Yeah, the start of our 100-degree days, 100 days of 100 degrees is typically the Texas summer. So yeah, not nice. So hopefully everybody's AC is working in Texas. Philip, good to have you here. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it, all the way from overseas in the UK. See, it's 2:30 here. It's 8:30 there. You're having your Friday evening beverage. So good to have you here. Lee from Alabama, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Sue, Kate May, I don't know, Nebraska. I'm not sure where that is. And Kate May doesn't sound like it's Nebraska. So anyway, good to have you here, Sue, either way. And Jerry, good to have you here. Nice to have you. And my friend Tony from San Antonio, good to have you here. Say hi to Nikki. New Jersey, 47. Okay, thank you. That's right. Cape May is on the southern tip, kind of the resort area of New Jersey. I haven't been there. I have friends that have gone there almost every year. So good to have you here. Thank you for joining. So yeah, it's something I do every 2 weeks, is come here and in my shop and make sure I kind of try and turn something or show you something, from my shop into yours. So I am the owner of Woodturning Tool Store along with my wife, Shelley. So we've been doing that for over 6 years now, and enjoying every minute of it. Business card, get a hold of me, phone number, all this stuff's on the website, woodturningtoolstore.com. So every once in a while I do talk about tools here and stuff like that. So know that this is a free session. It's a way for me to kind of connect with the community and get to know you. You get to know me, and share something. And that may be a tool along the way. So just so you know, fair warning. Today, maybe not so much. I'll talk about what tool I'm using, but it's just generically that way. So a few more people joining. Ken, good to have you here. If I can click, there we go. Bob Elliott from Florida, good to have you here. Friend Worth Holmes from Tyler, Texas, good to have you here, Worth. Thank you for joining. Kim from Atlanta, nice. And our friend Glenn from Central Florida. Hopefully, Glenn, I don't know if you're going to make it out to SWAT. If anybody's going to make it out to SWAT, SWAT is Southwest Association of Turners. It's a symposium that happens here in Texas, and kind of the center of Texas, in Waco, Texas, at the end of August. So bear the heat. Come and enjoy some friendly and fun and great demonstrations and trade show at the SWAT Symposium. It's the second largest in the world, probably. I don't know. I make that claim. I could be wrong, but AEW claims theirs is the largest. So, and we get, I say we as though I'm part of it, but when you're in Texas, you kind of are part of it. So, it's we've gotten close to 1,100 people prior to COVID. Not quite so much since then, but I hope to see you there. It'll be a fun SWAT this time. I will have a large lathe in my booth. I will be showing, hopefully, everything goes well, the Max 4 coring system, which is a bowl coring system from Woodcut. And I will hopefully show some other tools, the Proform. I'll show maybe the hook tool if I got a chance. A few other tools in the booth. So stop by, say hi, and look forward to seeing you there. Let's see. My friend Cindy Drozda does a live stream every other week from mine. So we're on a 2-week cycle, her and I, although she might be changing it up to, a live stream and then a sharing session on Zoom. So look for her live streams, check out her website, join her email list, and you can join there. Let's see, that's my bug. That's not what I wanted. I do have, that's horrible. I got to fix that. Never mind. Oh, you know what? I know what I did. Yeah, anyway. I do have a newsletter, so you can sign up to my website as well, get a newsletter, and get notified of these kind of things. I sent a newsletter out yesterday announcing Cindy's demo tomorrow, and if I can go to the next slide, she's doing a threaded box demo tomorrow, and as usual, I'll be co-hosting, so you can see us there. Go to her website. You can see it at the bottom over there, cindydrozda.com. You can buy a ticket. This is a part 1 of a 2-part series, so this one, threaded boxes and vessels the easy way using a threaded insert. Part 2, I think at the end of July, if I'm not mistaken, is thread chasing. So interesting topic for sure. She loves boxes, is fantastic at doing boxes, and this is her other take on it. So good to have you here. Michael saying hi to everybody in the chat. Michael, one message, many names. It might work, but that's fine. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. He's saying hi to all the folks up there. So good stuff. And let's see. Sue says she's looking forward to that, which I think is SWAT. So hopefully you can join us there. It'd be good to meet you. So yeah. And maybe it's this she's looking forward to. So this will be a good one as well. So that's tomorrow. Don't forget that. That's tomorrow. So get your tickets now. You can get a deal if you buy both parts at once. So, and what is next? Bamboo. Okay, so this is a weird topic. In a way, turning bamboo is what I call this live stream. And no, I'm not actually getting a piece of bamboo on the lathe to turn. I'm turning a piece of wood to kind of look like bamboo. I don't know. I haven't done this before. I think I just saw a picture of bamboo earlier this week and said, "Oh, that'd be fun to try." So I did 5 minutes of practice just prior to this live stream. So we'll learn together. And I think making things look like bamboo, a little stick of wood, could be a great handle on a scoop. Could be a great handle on a mirror. Hand mirror could be a great look for a lamp. So scale it up, scale it down, however you wish. If behind me, these pictures of bamboo, there's all different kinds, right? There's, giant kind, skinny kind, brown, green. You notice the nodes. I think it's an internodal grass, monocot, I guess. I don't know. The plant biology very well, but it's a type of grass, and it's typically hollow in the center. So between those nodes. So, and that'd be kind of an interesting box in and of itself. Make a sort of a bamboo, put a node at either end, hollow at the inside, and you got sort of this bamboo box. So I may try one of those and see how that goes. Not today. We're just going to make the look and feel of bamboo. So a few other people joining here. Chris, hi Todd, how's things going? I'd see you for a while. Yes, Chris, it's been a while. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. A couple weeks, I guess, since I was on. Cindy, thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here and stuff. Roy from Arlington, good to have you here. And let's see. Yeah. Okay, so if you have done this, or turned something that looks like bamboo, throw your comments in the chat, in the comment box, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube or StreamYard. Let people know if you got pictures or techniques. Share that and stuff. So what I'm showing today is just sort of what I'm kind of learning, or doing on the spot. There's a few things I'm going to try here. So let's take a look first at all these different kinds. So I don't know, I can't name them all. I do have, let me see if I've got different bamboo. Okay, this next one is a giant bamboo, apparently. That's the name on the picture. So it gets very big. And then we got, this is a cool color. Oops, wrong one. There we go. This is Himalayan blue bamboo. So different colors, and you see the banding on the nodes goes from a blue to then a dark green, then a white stripe in the middle, and then dark green, and then back to blue. So, it can go either way. If we look at this giant one, it's a white sort of node. So depending on how you want to look at it, yeah, you can. I guess my point is there's many different options when it comes to bamboo. So the way it looks. So not one thing is always correct. Then this is Japanese cane bamboo, kind of a classic look, right? So very slim, straight, a very tight little node with just two little lips coming up to the central part there. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. There's a blank picture. We're going to go to overhead. And I've got a piece of beech on here. Just happen to have a nice little piece of beech. I was playing with a piece of mesquite, but I wanted a blonder wood to start with. I'm going to do some little bit of burning down here to kind of show some different colors and stuff. So a little bit of practice 5 minutes before, looking at different ways of how to go about making these nodes. Of course, I would stretch them out to make it look more like bamboo. So yeah. Joaquin, good to have you here. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Good to see you too. And yeah, it's all about bamboo. So today I'm going to do this for a little bit. I'm going to show you some other things over here that I've been working with. I had worked with a decade, maybe two decades ago. 2 decades ago. Anyway, we'll take a look at some material over here. Brought back out for a project, and then it might just be a shorter sort of live stream today. We'll see. Okay, so it is hot in here, by the way. I've got a fan going, so you might hear that in the background. Even though I've got a little mini split AC, keeping it cool in here where I'm not dripping is tough these days. This is the problem with 2:30 on an afternoon. And I'm thinking of my next sort of IRD, paid demo sort of thing. I might do it in the morning. So anyway, look for that. Maybe the next few weeks I might have something ready to show. So first things first, let me go look at this side view camera. So I've got my tool rest up a little higher. That's normally where it sits with everything else I turn with a gouge and stuff. But working on a small spindle like this, I'm going to raise the tool rest up to where it's almost at center height. And that's really to get my skew from way down here to a little bit up here more comfortable, so I can be more comfortable with using it. So tool rest height is based on your stature, your lathe height, and the wood you're turning that makes you comfortable. So yeah, that's it. Some people like to turn way up high. Some people way down low. This is actually just a bit low for me because my eyesight's getting bad. So I'd like to get this a little higher. I've already got this lathe up on about at least 4 inches. 1.5, 3, 4, yeah, about 4 inches of height. So it still needs to go up another. If I look at my elbow there, it needs to go up another inch or two. So, all right. So I've got this between centers. Just pull the switch on. The speed's all the way down. I always do that. Whenever I pull that switch on over here, I turn the speed dial down. So I know when I pull it on, nothing's going to happen. It's tightened up. It's between step centers, and we're good to go. I'll get my safety glasses. Those are cleaning those off and getting rid of the fingerprints. All right. So I'm going to use just a little small skew. It's a 1/2-inch skew. I just sharpened it. I got a double bevel on there for some reason, but I just didn't have my platform set quite right. Power on. We're just going to clean this off to round, and then we'll go along. So could do this with a rough and gouge. So you can see my hand is more into my side rather than being down here. So that's the reason I got the tool rest up a little higher. A little bit more speed. 2200, 2300. Looks good. So just checking the chat. Everything looks good. All right. I'll turn my little self off there. It's a little weird. Take those corners off. Come back. Oops. Tool rest. I caught over here, and my tool was off the tool rest, so I really should have a longer tool rest for this, but I'll just move it down. What did we do there? Not much, just a little chip out there. We'll pick that up, clean that up. Clean that up a little bit. This is a long, skinny piece of wood, so how long is it? I don't know. It's a good question. It's got to be at least a foot, I would think. Oh, not quite. 11 inches. So, and it's only about 5/8 in diameter. So this certainly could be done with a larger piece of wood. Right there. This beech is kiln dried wood. Take a nice light cut, doesn't complain quite so much. Just want to get it mostly round so I don't rest my hand on a square piece of wood spinning. I'm putting my fingers back on the back side. I don't want to stick them on this side. Stick them on the back side, feel where it is, and I feel a kind of an outer round starting right there. Back up, pick up the cut. My body weight is shifting more than my hands and my tool, so that having this tool rest nice and parallel makes that help. You can shift your body weight, hold your finger steady, and get a nice sort of straight column of wood. I think I will just finish this end down here. Let's see, overhead. Let's switch to that shot. I'm just kind of glide along. Right into that, I'm going to lift up and trim this down a little bit. All right, so there's a couple of different things I've tried here today, or this morning in my little time. So I've been milling up some mesquite. That's where this little blank came from, the half a mesquite log. And so I've been burning the wood with wood rather than a wire ring burner. So one of the things I found is if I burn first and then turn the little beads, I kind of like the look a bit better. If we look at this one, and let me zoom in over here a little bit. If we look at this one here, I basically turned 3 V grooves, one here, one on either side, and then burnished the middle part with this wood, burning that in there. But what it does, it leaves it black in the middle and leaves the outer wood white. So, and the other thing I want to point out, this beech is really kind of cool for bamboo. I like these little grain flecks kind of going through there. Makes it kind of look like a grass, if you will. Maybe not so much on the face grain side, but the side grain makes it look like grass. So I kind of like that. This would be a fun thing to try with palm, although very difficult to do, I'd imagine. The second one I did, let's take the tool rest out of there, is I burnt it first and then cut the V grooves, and that left the burn mark on the high spots. So if we look at the high spots there, you can see the burn marks. So we'll try both of those again, and we'll see how they work out, how to go about doing that. So the other thing I'd want to try, and maybe off the lathe and after this whole thing, is taking maybe some milk paint or some dye or stains, and staining this, and then doing some brushwork on these areas to get that sort of let's see, let's bring up this one. So to bring up these different sort of looks of the different rings, whether it's light or dark in this ring in the internode, whether there's a peak and a valley, those kind of things. So all depends on how you want to do it. And some of them show some darker areas around the outside of these rings. So yeah, interesting. So let's do this kind first, basically down here further. So drop this in, raise the rest up a little bit to where I want it. Lock that down. Move this down. And maybe will that be a pain in the butt if I do that? Maybe that view. And we'll work down here. So let me actually work towards my finger, because I want to work this area here. All right. So we'll work right here. And I'm going to use the point and do a couple of V grooves right there. So let me mark that so I know where I'm. Okay. Trying to look in the PC at the same time I'm doing this. How far down this way? Just looking at where my camera settings are. Okay, we can cut between those 2 points, and you guys can see all that. So speed back up, safety glasses on, back at it. So we'll do a little cut here. So three cuts. This is going to be the center of the node. By the way, these sections of bamboo are called internodes. This is the internode between the nodes, apparently. So interesting little bit of tidbit there. So that one, move over a little bit, do a little V cut there, equal side on there. So now we're going to cut those beads. I'm going to use the heel, the short point, on this side, but we can use either one. And just kind of half bead that over. And I'll use the long point on this side just to show we can do either way. There. And then we'll cut our bamboo to thickness between the spots. I'm putting my hand over to kind of arrest or stop the vibration. We'll cut up to that node there. The same on this back side. Okay, I'm going to take this. I take my point of my skew and kind of get down in there. Get a little bit deeper. So I got to cut this section down to that end of that V groove without running into my turning. And I'm there. Gone a little too far, so we'll come back and clean that up. I'm going to widen this node just a little bit. And then still feel I'm kind of, there we go. I made that V-cut a little too deep down there. It's not really matching up with this one, so we'll make this fit. So come back to this side. Get that a little out of the way. There we go. And pull the tool rest out. Get my little piece of wood. This is a very thin sort of piece of mesquite. And I've already used it, burnished in there. We'll start a new edge here. I'm just going to stick that right in the groove. Push a little bit till it burns. See the smoke rising, so you get a nice burn there. Ends up burning a half circle in there. So I can kind of use that and color up to the line a little bit. Burnish the wood. Let it smoke a little bit on either side of that. It's not the best way to make the color work, but you kind of get the color up to the nodes and then in the nodes, things like that. So that's one sort of, and let me bring this picture back up. The one, it's not really there in that one, but in these, this one kind of shows the opposite effect of what I just did. Dark and then light and then dark. This is light, dark, and then lighter. So, and this one's kind of like it. So you get that little groove in the middle. Maybe these are a bit too big, these beads, but easy enough to fix that down or reduce it in size. So let's try another one. But oh yeah, I was going to do that before we start turning. I'm going to do one right here. I'm going to burn the area first, and then we'll cut it away and leave some dark spots and light in the middle. So let's do that right about in here. Right there. So we got a nice dark burn mark there. So we're going to put a V groove right in the middle and then one on either side of that dark mark. And let me just catch up on the chat here. Sorry, 1 second. Let's see. James is here. Thank you for joining, James. Appreciate you being here. Oh yeah, happy 4th of July. That's a good thing to remind me of. Thank you, Shelley. So one thing I do want to point people to is we do have a bit of a 4th of July sale going on. And let me see if I can get that. Actually, I need to go back a little again and do this. All right. So website. I haven't refreshed it. I should refresh it. There it is. Oh, that went dead. All right. Let's do it the other way. 1 second. We'll go back here and I will share. Present. I'll do it this way. Share screen. Woodturning tool store. There we go. All right, we'll bring that to stream. There we go. So I'll put myself there on the side. 4th of July sale. So sorry about the tech issues. We started this yesterday. Yesterday. And a few things on sale for the weekend. Actually up until the 5th, which I think is a Tuesday. I'm not sure exactly. But under the special deals category up here, you can scroll down. Our Bowl Saver Max 4 coring system still on sale. We've got plenty in stock. So those are on for $30 off, I believe. And $869. So then we got some of the ProForm stuff. So I know there's a couple of customers that asked during the Father's Day sale. Thank you. Sorry, I lost my mind. Whether or not these other ones would be on sale. So we have put them on sale. Hopefully Sammy's listening. So there we go. Some ProForm, all the ProForm shafts and kits are on sale. The Woodcut CBN wheels are on sale. We've got a few items of the eye gauging stuff, these rollbots, measuring devices, these protractors, and some vernier calipers. And then the DMT sharpening hones are on sale. So take a look at that. Hopefully that is something you're interested in, but I wanted everybody to be aware that there is those going on during the weekend. So up until actually Tuesday or Wednesday, the 5th, whatever that is. All right, so let's get back to it. Let's cut into this guy. And actually, did I finish everything? Yeah. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow during Cindy's demo, July 1st, Canada Day, July 4th, obviously U.S. independence. So let's go to look at, how come I can't get over there? There we go. Let's see. Brown heart has palm-like grain without the palm troubles. Okay, brown heart. Okay, good. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Good to know. I do have some palm down below that I haven't turned for quite a while. Let's see. Yeah, this is interesting news. Shelley's put up there, so I'm peering over the thing. 27 years ago, since we moved down here. So, yeah, the house is broken in very well. Thank you, Mike. So yeah, absolutely. And yeah, so it's kind of a interesting to know we've been here that long. But yes, we have. So, all right. So back up to speed. We're going to cut this area. We're going to do a parting tool, or sorry, skew cut right in the middle. Just widen that out just a little bit. And then a parting tool cut, or sorry, they call it parting tool, but a skew V-cut right on the borders of that brown stuff. So now we've got kind of the light, the dark, and then the light inside, and then dark on the outside. So now I'm going to use my point, and I'm going to carve away just a little bit of that dark, and round that guy over. Do the same on this side. And then we'll get rid of the material in the internode. There, and then on this side as well. A little bit more maybe there. And I'm just going to scrape top of that just to dull it down. It was just a little too dark. There we go. So we take a closer look at that one. Got a little bit of fuzz right in the end there. So that leaves the dark on top of those two rings instead of, oops, wrong one, being blonde on top and dark out here. So, oops, I keep moving my fingers too far. I'm looking at the monitor, not where I'm looking. So this is kind of a different take on things than this. I'm going to thin this this internode down a little bit between here to kind of match these guys. So I want to try and get all this kind of the same level. I turned the ones over here before I got to before I got everything to round. So I'm going to get rid of this one and leave this one and this one. So, and we'll try and get that internode all the way at the same level. So that's a little overhand grip. I wonder if this might be better. That's looking pretty good in terms of straightness. This is a bit too high now compared to the other one, so I'm going to fix this end here. And take that over a bit more. And just a little bit more of the point. A bit more vertical. There we go. Sorry, I realized the picture-in-picture was just hiding what I was doing. I just cleaned up this end a little bit down here and shortened this bead a little bit. So, and that's too much of a bead-like form for me. This would be more like it. So we can actually just round those down, maybe just widen this. And shorten this guy off a little bit. And that might do with just a hit of sandpaper. Okay, this piece is a bit fat, so get rid of that color maybe. And now we can go through and do some painting techniques or more of this burnt wood. So maybe I'll do that in this groove. to make it look like this one. And then, maybe some burnishing on the outsides. There. There. Kind of gives it a bit of a weathered look. That might work better in terms of painting, because what I notice is the grain and the beach makes it skip and stuff like that. So this is where I think a painting technique, brushing this way, would be a lot better. But yeah, it's easy enough to get paint over that or erase it with sandpaper or the skew. Let's travel down, do one more, and then we'll take a look at this material I got over here. So we'll do one more down here. I'll move down maybe just a little bit more. Pop that in there. So right about there. Okay. And I'm going to make it look like this one. So we have two of those next to it. So that's what I want to do. So we'll burnish it first. Right there. Okay. I just got to see where I'm doing this. So looks pretty good. One thing to be aware of is you are going to get hot embers flying down below. So you want to make sure you're fire safe and remove all the sawdust, or be aware of what's going on. So drop the tool rest in, again, up a little bit, almost level with there, wherever you want it, where you're most comfortable. So same thing, toe in, V-cut right in the middle. Cut to either side, just slightly. And then V-cut on either side of the burn mark. And toe in to take that down. And then let's I should learn to be left-handed, but I'm not. So I'm using my right hand. I'm standing way over to the left of the headstock, or in front of the headstock, getting my body out of the way. It's really hard to see down here with the... There we go. This is a bit lumpy right here. So that I would have to take down. Let's let me do this. Let's take that off. So that kind of looks very similar. I would maybe like to lighten that one up a little bit. So let's just ever so gently scrape it. Maybe scrape this one. Just widen those. That one was just a little too long for my liking. This is bothering me. All right. There's some bamboo. That one got chipped out a little bit. Not happy with that. So we'll look at this side. So there you go. A little bit of bamboo turning. Two different styles. That style and then this style. And let me just zoom out a little bit. We can kind of see them together. So that style or that style. So I kind of like this style better over here. So anyway, I'm going to play around with that more over the coming months, years, whatever. This I think would make a great, handle for a handheld mirror or maybe a spatula I could put on the end of my kitchen utensils. So yeah, those kind of techniques. Again, I think I'd try the off the lathe techniques for getting this color on there and stuff like that. So yeah, and choose your wood. A blonde wood probably would work better. So good question. Is there a special reason you chose mesquite for the burnisher? Yes, it's what I had in my garbage can. So I sliced a wedge off, and let me show overhead. It's going to show better. I sliced this wedge off, bandsawing up some blanks and stuff like that. So any sort of dark wood would help. I think oilier would be better. So that might burnish a bit better. So you could try some cocobolo or rosewood or those kind of woods. Might work. I don't know. To be honest, I haven't done this a whole lot, but darker wood definitely for this kind of burnishing, I think. I like the burnishing technique. I need to utilize that. Yeah, this guy on Facebook I see a lot and YouTube stuff, so he does a lot of that. Great job. Have a happy 4th. You too, Nick. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. And so before I go, I'm going to show a little bit of what kind of been working on here the last few days, week or two. And let me zoom this out a little bit. Put that down, put this away. I'm going to roll over my other cabinet. Get that out of the way. All right, let me focus down here. All right, so I've been working on a small box. That's my phone. And been looking at adding veneers to it. So we've got a bunch of veneers here that I've had for years, and I pulled them off the shelf um, over in the lumber rack a week ago, and I forgot what pretty stuff I have here in these veneers. So um, it is it's a treat, and I thought I'd share it with you a little bit. So this is a bunch of scrap left over. This is redwood burl. So here is the remnants of that. I've got some book match pieces. That's not it. This one, I think. Oh, I have the two other book match pieces I have left over there. So this might be this guy. So I did have them all numbered, 1, but beautiful, beautiful burls. I mean, I can't believe what kind of burl this turned out to be. So redwood burl. So that's gorgeous stuff. And this is veneer thickness. What's that? I don't know, half a mil. I think it's 1/42 of an inch. I forget what they cut them, but yeah, some beautiful red. I had a bigger sheet of this. This is what I've veneered the tops of the 3 tray tables that are in the house with this 4-way book match. That's probably as big as this table is, or this piece of board. This white board here holding all the stuff. So, and this is what's left over. So I'm using some of this up for small boxes. The rims of boxes basically is what I've been using it for. And I've got, let me see, I got a little denatured alcohol and some paper towel. Because some of this you just have to kind of see. This is like wood. I won't say the word, but it's just beautiful wood. So you get the chatoyancy in that tiger stripe. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like some sort of mahogany, but I think it might be koa that I got. I don't have much left, but there's my veneer tape from whatever I did this with. I can't remember. It was beautiful. Macquarie. This has got some nice sort of fiddleback in it. Beautiful stuff. So that is actually the underside of those tables. So I put 4-way book match of redwood burl. And I framed that with yellow heart and ebony. And then on the bottom side, I did the Macquarie. So let me put that over there. That on top. Cherry curly teak. This is beautiful stuff. So that is amazing figure and that stuff. So let's spray that and see that show up. So I just love the tone of that. I mean, that's just amazing stuff. And there's a whole host of veneers there. There's probably got to be 20 sheets of it, I guess, all stacked up. So this is all off the same log. So I bought these, most of these I bought probably 20, 25 years ago. I got into woodworking just shortly after I got down here, 27 years ago. So there's some more redwood burl chips flying around. African rosewood. So let's see the other side. Again, there's probably 12 sheets there. What does that stuff look like? So these veneer sheets are fantastic for doing flat work projects. I'm trying to incorporate some of them into my wood turnings. So we'll see, the faces of boxes, inside inserts, that kind of stuff. So I have them. I might as well use them. Fancy ash burl. So most of this, I'm trying to remember where I got most of it. I think most of this I got from Mike Maston. Used to run Curly Woods up in McKinney. And I think that's where I got most of these veneers from. He's long since been out of business. Probably 18, 15 years ago, maybe. So, but he had some fantastic wood. I still got a huge slab of big leaf maple that is out there. So this one is in sandwiched between two pieces of this melamine shelf board. You know, that stuff you get to make shelves with. And this was my my press. So when you get some of these veneers, like this ash, fancy ash burl, you can see it's fairly warped. It's kind of really bumpy all over the place. So you soak each sheet down in this, it's kind of like a glycol solution, and then you press them and get them flat and get them somewhat pliable and not so brittle and dry. So when you do that, then you need a press, and this is what this was for. This is what I've kept the big reveal, the big piece that I bought this piece. Two of these pieces, actually, I think four of these pieces of burl. They're underneath here. You can see the edge of it. 20 some odd years ago, it was actually a paid job. I made these little skinny inserts for an executive phone set, and they wanted some fancy woods. And so I had to cut and shape the forms, cut and shape to long form, veneer them, and then cut them all up, sand them, lacquer them, all that stuff. A lot of freaking work. But this is what was in them. And this is a rosewood burl. So this is rosewood. I believe it's a South American rosewood. And it came from a rosewood burl, sort of a famous one, back in the mid-90s. And I picked it up in 2000, something like that. There's a single sheet left. This measures, I don't know, about a foot across and about 16, 17 inches across. At the time I bought this in early 2000s, late 90s, I think early 2000 maybe, it was $155 a sheet. So, yeah, Honduran rosewood burl. Yeah, could be that. I think it's Honduran rosewood. It might be Central America, not South America, but good stuff. Yeah, it is gorgeous stuff. And let's just see. Yeah, very exclusive stuff. So, what am I doing with it? I have no idea, but it's here. Should I ever want to use it? And that makes me happy. So, yeah, it's something I hadn't pulled out for probably 15 years. So that's just where it's going to go back there. So that is what I've been doing. I'll show you a little bit with the. Let me just get that rosewood out again. Or sorry, the redwood. Redwood, rosewood. There's a lot of our words. So I took a few of these pieces, and I've got them on these mesquite blocks, and it's the start of a box I'm making. So mesquite from Texas, redwood from California. So it's going to be a lot. Actually, I don't know where this redwood burl came from. So that's going to be a lot of fun to turn. Getting ready to prototype, or I've got a prototype already done. I think this is, and I've got another one ready to go. So that's going to be a lot of fun to do. So, oh, she found the inserts. Yeah. These are little phone inserts I made. You can see the shape on them, and I'm just going to zoom in. Actually, I got to put them down here because my focal point is way down here. There we go. So they got this sort of shape to them. That's the shape of the handset, earpiece, microphone piece, the old handset, the telephone, old desk telephone. And then a block that fits inside and secured down from the inside. So there's the gloss lacquer with the rosewood burl. I made, I think at some point, around 300 of these guys. So yeah, that's basically how they were laid out and then cut and stuff. So a lot of different intricate work in there. These were test ones that didn't fail the finish test on this one, so it wasn't very good finish on this one. These ones left over. So yeah. Anyway, that is it. That is all I'm going to share today. So let me just quickly look through the comments, questions, and let's see. Looks like Honduran rosewood burl. Yes, could be. Honduras, Central America. Yep. And let's see. Cindy said, I've used hard resinous exotics to make lines in wood. Yeah, exotics, typically, you know, maybe a bit oily wood might work. I don't know. Resinous, oil, kind of the same thing. I'm losing my mouse here. There we go. Nope. There we go. I think that's it for the questions. So I'm sitting behind here. You guys can't see me. So there we go. All right. That is it. Remember, there we go. That didn't work for some reason. Let me get the comment off. Get a hold of me here and let me know if you have done any bamboo looking stuff. If you've done any veneering in your wood turnings, that'd be good to know. I know Scott Grove does a lot of veneer work, master at it. I am just playing with it again. Look out for Cindy tomorrow on her boxes, threaded boxes demo. So we'll see you then, I'm sure. So, but beyond that, that is it for me today. So have a happy and enjoyable weekend, a safe one with 4th of July celebrations. Drink lots of water if you're in Texas. Stay hydrated. Don't get heat stroke or stuff. Watch out for others, and be kind. And have a great 4th of July. I think it's on Monday or Tuesday. I can't quite remember, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Tuesday, I guess. So the sale ends Wednesday the 5th. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you all later. Bye for now.